Okay, let's do a quick update on where we are at. It is March 24th, and my current weight is 151 on the dot. Um, so just for reference, we started at 27.1% body fat. This is with a DEXA scan, so we know it's accurate. And we started at 160 pounds. So right now, I'm 151 pounds. And how did I do this? I ate generally around 1600 calories. Realistically, realistically, it was around 1800 calories. I went on a trip with some friends, which was great. That led to me eating like maintenance, like 2300 calories per day, 2200 calories per day, 2400 calories per day, 2100 calories per day. That was not ideal. So during that period, my weight just didn't change. It went up a little bit because I was eating more carbohydrates, stuff like that, was eating less protein. So that was not ideal. But over the past month, you can hopefully see this. You can't see that. Sick. I use Macro Factor for my calorie tracking. We're averaging around 1800 calories. My maintenance, from what Macro Factor says, because it'll like calculate it based upon how much you eat and how your scale has gone, like scale weight has gone down, is saying it's 2100 calories. My Garmin watch, on the other hand, this guy, um, predicts around 2400. So take that for what you will. Now, is this progress good? Yeah, I would say so. Um, every day, no, that's not true. Nearly every day, I am cycling for about 30 minutes to an hour. I was going very hard, and then I realized the cortisol spike from that is not worth it. Like, I should be going zone two at that's it, and not doing zone 3 or zone 4 at any point, and sometimes hitting zone 5. I think it's zone 5. Um, so I've been easing off on the cycling intensity, but I've not stopped doing it because I do enjoy it. I'll usually read, but I finished the book I was reading, which was Marshall Peak, which has limited my reading quite a bit. And then I just brought the iPad to the freaking gym, and I just watched Free Run. So we're still hitting cycling pretty hard. The actual lifting of weights has been a struggle, mainly because I just feel tired, um, and I feel exhausted, and I feel drained, and I feel lazy. These are all like combination forces that are limiting my lifting. So I've been lifting maybe once a week, sometimes twice a week. Now, for work, I do need to lift stuff. So that's all, but it's only like once or twice a week. So for lifting that, in terms of lifting, I'm not lifting a ton. It's not great. In terms of protein, let me check on macro factor what we're looking at. So over the past month, I've averaged 137 grams of protein with one day of 30 grams of protein. I know that day it was a willingly choice. Over the past week and a half though, I've been really trying to figure out like how can I plan for the next day. So what I've been doing is like here's tomorrow. Tomorrow hasn't happened yet, right? It's already I know it's a little blurry and I apologize. It already has all my stuff in it. I might substitute the egg bok choy with some instant ramen with some egg and bok choy because I do want to get more fiber up in general. I take psyllium husk, which helps quite a bit. I'll take like a spoonful of that every day. Um, But in general, I've just been consistent with eating fewer calories than I burn and trying not to like spike my spike stress in other areas of my life. Like work is stressful. That's just what it is. Home is not super stressful. Um, the other big thing is like that's why reduced the cycling intensity because I was like, my body's already stressing out because it is on a deficit. It does not like to be on a deficit. It doesn't want to lose fat. But hormonally, it is really, really important that I lose fat. Like at 27% body fat, it's really bad. Now, I did some quick maths. I'm probably at about 24% body fat right now, which is phenomenally better than 27. We are no longer considered obese. We're just on the sliver of obese. And during the actual like full video, where I will show like everything, um, I'll show you what I looked at 27% body fat without like sucking anything in or any of that jazz. And every week I take a picture on Sunday mornings. So I'll show you all of that. Um, so I'm probably at about 24% body fat currently. What does this mean? This means that I'm going to continue doing what I am doing. I'm going to try to lift more weights because I don't want to lose lean muscle mass, which is like really, really important not to lose. So we're going to try to just maintain 140 grams of protein minimum, but I'm going to try to up that to like 150, 160 without stressing out um, about it, if that makes sense. I'm aiming for a minimum 140. Anything above that is gravy. It's really good. And then I'm going to try to lift heavy shit to put a burden on my muscles. Not trying to increase the amount of weight I can do. I've given up on that. I'm too, like, it just doesn't matter right now. Um, but to tell my body, to signal to my body, hey, we need this muscle. Don't get rid of it. Get rid of all the fat. Is that how it works? I'm decently confident that it does have a moderate impact on it. And yeah, that's where we're at. So, doing the math, if I lose, let's say 20% muscle mass and 80% fat, which is what I've been assuming I've been losing since I started this, which is how I got to like 24% roughly body fat right now. We will hit 20% body fat mid May. Mid May. That's pretty good. Now let's say let's say everything goes perfectly. Let's say that. Let's say we're lifting 3 times a week. Let's say our protein intake is above 140 grams per day. Let's say we do all of that like perfectly. Then we could be there probably before April at 20% body fat. That'll be pretty freaking sick. I'm not gonna lie, that would be pretty sick. Um, but I would like to be done by like mid-May, because the fatigue of dieting so strictly is gonna hit. It hasn't hit yet, which I'm very thankful for. Even though it's been about a month. And like today, I ate 2,000 calories. Did I mean to eat 2,000 calories? No, not particularly. But it did happen, and that's just what it is. Like, whatever. At least I didn't eat 2,400 calories, right? And a couple of weeks ago, I did hit 2,400 calories, but like one day, like a week. It just happened, and I'm not mad at myself for that. Nor should you be. Realistically, like that shit had just happens. Like, what was the differentiator? Why did I hit 2,000 calories today? It's because I didn't pre-plan my day. I didn't put in what I was gonna eat today before today. I did it as I was eating. And so it allows for way greater variance, a way greater, like you lose control. And that's fine. Um, but tomorrow is planned. It has filling meals 2, 3 times a day. Um, and that is really important. So yeah, that's the update. We're probably at like 24% body fat. We will be getting a DEXA scan mid-May. Um, so my target weight is around 139. So once I hit 139, I'll get a DEXA scan. Ideally, that's before mid-May. Then the goal for at 20% body fat is just going to be doing maintenance calories, so eating about 2,100 calories per day for till like end of September. So October, I'll be starting the cut to get down to 17% body fat. But not a but. And during the time of maintenance, I will be going to the gym hard. So 3, 4 times a week, lifting weights to build up muscle mass and pretty much do a recomp. So going from like converting fat into muscle. It's a lot less efficient when you are really fat. Like a 27% body fat is very inefficient to recomp because your body just your hormones aren't working in alignment. But a 20% body fat, it should be much easier to do. Um, but the year end goal is to hit 17% body fat. I think it is very doable. I think 20% by mid May is extremely doable. I realistically think we can hit that if I'm a dreamer, and I am, by like end of April. Um, and then we'll go up to maintenance calories from there, and we'll up our protein to like 150, 160 grams per day because we'll just have an extra 800 calories per day or 600 calories per day. Whatever my maintenance ends up being at that time, I don't know. Macro factor will be the most accurate on what my maintenance calories are because every day I input my calories into it. And every day, nearly every day, I input my weight at the beginning of the day on what I weigh. So it gets a pretty good, accurate measure of how much I am burning per day. So even though I'm cycling for almost an hour every day, even though I don't lift weights every day, but I'm getting around 10K steps every day almost. Um, we're still only burning by macro factors knowledge base 2,100 calories. So that's it. That's the video. Anyways, there's a lot to do. There's a lot to do, but I feel like I am on a good track um, to achieve it because I am taking care of my sleep. I'm taking care of my hydration. I am taking care of my health, and I'm doing my best to take care of my business as well.